Made in Dagenham, Song Analysis 3, Storm Clouds. Make a copy of the song and enlarge, annotate these. Again, these will be posted on a different post. I will take a photo of an enlarged version of the song, which will be annotated. What is the song about? Describe the scene. What happened before this scene to lead to the moment? Storm Clouds shows time passing a lot. A lot of it is time passing. But Storm Clouds is about the strikers' husbands, Parliament, the company, everyone, and about the strain that they are now under. It's in the very, very middle of the strikes and everyone's feeling the pressure, everyone's feeling the pinch. It's about how the strikers and their families are now poor because they can't live on strike pay. It's about how Parliament are losing a lot of money. Ford are thinking of going to a different country because what's going on in England is making them lose money. The trade figures are not balanced, so everyone's stressed, everyone's upset, and everyone's feeling the pressure. What happens before? All of the factory girls go to see Rita to get their strike pay, and they all realise that they're only getting £2 a week. And Sandra says that she can't live on £2 a week, and that's when they start to realise that what they're doing is putting so much pressure on them and their families. Rita's daughter comes in and says that the man came and took the television away, and this is because they can't afford to pay for the television. So it's affecting their family life as well. What is the purpose of the song? The purpose of this song is to show how the women are all feeling. It's to show that the strike isn't easy. For me, I feel that this song really shows the audience the true nature of a strike, and in particular the strikes that happened in the 1960s with Ford. It shows the bad side of it. It shows what the women really had to go through, and it shows how strong these women are as well, how strong these women were to continue to strike even through the toughest of times, when they had no money, when their families were hungry and broke, and they stuck by it. It shows the audience how strong these women really were. I believe that's the purpose of the song. Where does the song take place? How does this affect your singing and movement? The song is quite a complicated song, so it takes place in different areas. So Barbara and Harold are in Parliament, and so we're sort of stood on a certain section of the stage at the back, on the truck. And the factory women are all on the picket line, so they're outside the factory striking, still on the street striking. Lisa and Hopkins are in their house. Tooley visits them. Tooley visits Parliament. Monty and they're all in the factory. The men are all in the factory. They come outside to see the women. Then Eddie and Rita have a scene in their house. So there is a lot going on. There's a lot of different places within Storm Clouds. I feel it affects my singing and movement in that Barbara and Harold are very, very isolated from everyone else, and I feel like it's almost like Barbara and Harold looking down on the strikes, Barbara wishing she was there. So for me, there's a lot of singing down to the girls. Who are you singing to? I feel Personally, I'm singing to the factory girls, telling them not to let the bastards get them down. I'm also singing to myself, trying to, for Barbara to keep telling herself not to let Harold get her down. And also singing to the audience, telling them to carry on, don't let them get you down. Who and what are you singing about? So I'm singing about Harold. When I have my own line, I sing "Don't Let That Bastard Get You Down." I'm singing about Harold. I'm also singing about the men in general who are trying to bring down the girls. And I'm also singing about the mess that the strikes have got the economy in. So there's a lot, I'm singing about a lot of different things. How do you feel during the song? Plot how the emotion change on your lyrics. There's a mix of emotions in this song, all negative emotions. So there's a lot of sadness that women feel, women are being put second best, that the men are getting us all down. There's anger as well, particularly in my line, "Don't let that bastard get you down." Very, very angry towards Harold and towards how the men are treating the women. Disgusted even that women are getting treated this way. Upset about the economy and how everyone's poor and how it's come to this. So sadness, upset, and then also anger, determination. What are the inner, outer feelings of the character in this song? In this song, I feel Barbara's real feelings towards the strike are starting to come through. So she's often, very strong and showing that she doesn't care, that all she cares about is balancing the trade figures. But in this song, she really starts to show that she is not happy with the men, that she wants to support the women. But she continues, I continue to stand there with my arms folded as if I don't care, keeping strong. So the outer feelings are that I don't care and that I'm strong. My inner feelings, it's tearing me apart, and I really, really want to be there supporting the girls. What facial expressions will you use to show what your characters are thinking and feeling in the song? So when Harold is singing, I quite often roll my eyes, snarl at him, frown at him, looking up to the ceiling and looking down to the floor again to show my sadness, frowning and sort of scowling as well a lot to show my anger. What gestures will you use to show what your character is thinking or feeling in the song? Folding my arms, putting my hands on my hips, stamping my feet, pointing, rolling my head back, nodding, all shows anger and upset and frustration. There is a little bit where I go down the steps a little bit when Thule comes to talk to Harold Wilson, and I almost peer over the top of the truck looking at the girls. It kind of shows that I've been blocked out, and that, as strong as Barbara is, because she's a woman, she's been blocked out, chucked out the room, peering in at what's going on. This shows her to be quite isolated. I feel like that shows her to be more vulnerable. Shows her vulnerable side off a lot.